NBA free agency's fast start quickly lurched to a near standstill, as the basketball world braces for resolution on the heels of Kevin Durant's reported trade request from the Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn Nets superstar Kevin Durant has reportedly requested a trade, per multiple reports. His fellow star in Brooklyn, Kyrie Irving, opted into his contract for the 2022-23 season. Teams and players could officially commence signings on July 6, and we've kept track of all the reported and official free agency moves, as well as the off-season trades consummated since the June 23 NBA draft. It appears now we have at least a little breathing room, with the league turning some of its attention to the 2022 NBA Summer League. Still, several talented free agents around the NBA find themselves looking for new contracts. Before going straight to the content, here is the brand new information on the channel is that 3 lucky winners will get a chance to win PS5. Only you have to just comment your views on this trade in the comments section below. Let's start today's topic. Here's a quick look at 7 of the top remaining 2022 NBA free agents, listed alphabetically. The list does not include Charlotte's Miles Bridges, who was reportedly arrested for domestic violence on the eve of free agency. Top of the list is the very first one is LaMarcus Aldridge, in Brooklyn Nets. He is currently unrestricted. LaMarcus Aldridge in 2021-22 averaging 12.9 points, 5.5 rebounds, and 0.9 assists per game. You probably forgot about Aldridge because the 36-year-old didn't play a second of Brooklyn's brief 2022 postseason run. But the man can still go, not as fast as we've seen in the past. And he remains almost automatic in the post and the mid-range. Aldridge shot 55% from the field last season, and he's still hungry to capture his first title after 17 seasons. Second is Carmelo Anthony, in Los Angeles Lakers. He is unrestricted. Carmelo Anthony in 2021-22 averaging 13.3 points, 4.2 rebounds, and 1.0 assists per game. We hear quite a bit about the need for teams to keep around veterans to teach young players the ropes, similar to the way Miami uses Udonis Haslem. It's a bonus when that vet can help teams win games, which is exactly what we've seen from Anthony in his last 2 stops. He is only 38 years of age, but he was still effective as a big wing shooter for the Lakers last year, hitting 37.5% of his threes on nearly 6 attempts per game. Third is DeAndre Ayton, in Phoenix Suns. He is currently restricted. DeAndre Ayton in 2021-22 averaging 17.2 points, 10.2 rebounds, and 1.4 assists per game. Ayton's immediate future appears to be somewhat complicated and put on hold by Durant's reported preference to join the Suns in a trade. It's expected the 23-year-old likely will remain unsigned until there's resolution on the Durant front, and it appears several options involving multiple teams are on the table for the former number 1 overall pick, who entered the 2021-22 season looking to secure a max deal. Fourth is James Harden, in the Philadelphia 76ers. He is unrestricted. James Harden in 2021-22 averaging 22.0 points, 7.7 rebounds, and 10.3 assists per game. Harden is returning to the Sixers, but he's still waiting on a new deal after opting out of his $47.3 million player option for next season. Expect Harden to sign a multi-year deal for less annually but more guaranteed money over the length of the contract. Harden has signed a 2-year deal with a player option with Philadelphia. Harden made the move to take less in what's expected to be a shorter deal to give himself more flexibility, as well as the team, which is working to improve a roster that already features 2022 Kia MVP runner-up Joel Embiid. Fifth is Montrezl Harrell, in the Charlotte Hornets. He is currently unrestricted. Montrezl Harrell in 2021-22 averaging 13.1 points, 6.1 rebounds, and 2.0 assists per game. It's wild to think Harrell has played for 3 teams since 2020, when he won Kia's 6th Man of the Year with the LA Clippers. Because his play certainly hasn't fallen off, not to mention the big man is just 28 years old. Harrell's future could be somewhat in doubt, as he's facing a felony drug charge stemming from a traffic stop last month. Sixth is Dennis Schroder. In the Houston Rockets, he is unrestricted. Dennis Schroder in 2021-22 averaging 13.5 points, 3.3 rebounds, and 4.6 assists per game. Played 49 games for the Boston Celtics last season, before moving on to the Rockets in a trade. Schroder appears to be another player likely sitting in limbo until something happens with Durant. The speedy 28-year-old could be a fit for several teams looking to add depth in the backcourt. Given the youth movement currently taking place in Houston, it's unlikely Schroder re-signs there. Seventh is Collin Sexton. In the Cleveland Cavaliers, he is currently restricted. Collin Sexton in 2021-22 averaging 16.0 points, 3.3 rebounds, and 2.1 assists per game. Sexton is likely returning to Cleveland, as there appears to be a desire from both sides to get a deal done. The 23-year-old played just 11 games last season, before suffering a torn meniscus that forced him to miss the rest of 2021-22. Sexton averaged 20-plus points in the 2 seasons before 2021-22. So, while Darius Garland has emerged as an all-star, there's still room for a scorer like Sexton. Durant and Irving's futures are sorted out. His ideal fit would be on a team with an oversized wing creator, so he could focus on scoring more than playmaking. Phoenix Suns star Devin Booker agreed on a 4-year, $224 million Supermax extension. Memphis Grizzlies star Ja Morant agreed to terms on a 4-year designated rookie extension likely worth $226 million. Denver Nuggets star Nikola Jokic agreed to the richest contract in NBA history, a 5-year, $264 million Supermax extension. And Minnesota Timberwolves star Karl Anthony Towns agreed on a 4-year, $224 million Supermax extension. Brooklyn Nets star Kevin Durant asked team owner Joe Tsai for trade on June 30th, listing the Miami Heat and the Suns as his preferred destinations. Durant's teammate Kyrie Irving opted into his $36.5 million player option on June 27th. But now his future in Brooklyn seems uncertain, as ESPN's Brian Windhorst reported that Durant and Irving still want to play together, just not in Brooklyn. Elsewhere in the NBA, James Harden, $47.4 million, and Bradley Beal, $36.4 million. Both declined their player options on the eve of free agency. Beal signed a 5-year, $251 million max contract with the Washington Wizards minutes into free agency, but no deal has been done for Harden. One of the biggest remaining names still on the table is Phoenix center DeAndre Ayton. So what do you think of this trade? Do let us know in the comments section below and get a chance to win a brand new PS5. If you enjoyed watching the video, do like and share, and yes, don't forget to hit that notification bell. Thank you so much.